Hitler did exactly what Trump is doing.
So I can definitely see democracy kind of, getting demolished over the next 4 years.
I think days of democracy here are over.
I'm very serious.
You're gambling
I'm
with the lives of
anymore.
millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III.
What do you
You're
think
gambling
about?
with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III.
The fact that Trump called Zelensky, what he said that Ukraine started the war, some ridiculous bullshit like that. I didn't see the full meeting, so I can't comment beyond that. But it just seemed like a load of shit.
I think it was inappropriate to treat a world leader of another country like that in a public setting. I feel like it wasn't very respectful.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That was disgraceful, embarrassing. Anything that, Trump has decided, I'm not fully agreeing with any of that.
Embarrassed.
You shouldn't treat a leader
No.
like that in a public space.
Yeah.
I feel sad about that.
Yeah.
There are
Okay.
a group of people in our country that some of the actions have not been representative of most Americans.
Yeah.
I think people saw him as like a political outsider and were like, oh, well, better somebody who's not in the system than people who have been in the system and not doing anything for it.
Obviously, in this country, there's a lack of options. We have two options.
The thing is, like, there are also 78 million people who don't agree with the direction that things are going. So I just wish I want the rest of the world to know that there are people here that are trying and that are resisting, because I think that the actions that are being taken are just not.
I kind of think that it is feeling like a dictatorship. So I can definitely see democracy kind of, getting demolished over the next 4 years. I would not be surprised if that happens.
Well, I think that America is very similar to Germany in the 30s, and Americans should watch out because Hitler did exactly what Trump is doing, which is aligning himself with all loyalists, controlling the media, and taking away our rights.
I am worried this moment. It's hard to pinpoint the moment at which you're sliding down the slope and you'll get to a autocracy or something. I mean, obviously there are signs that we could be going that way.
It's been, all about freedom and democracy. And now all of a sudden we're about tyranny and fascism.
Right, ridiculous Christian nationalism.
We have our judges, right? And as long as we hold strong with our checks and balances, then hopefully if we put faith in that and we do these types of things, maybe it'll be okay.
Now, we did not drive out Trump then. We should have, but we didn't go far enough. But now we have to learn the lesson. That's a taste of our power. That was nonviolent, overwhelmingly nonviolent protest. But it was massive, and it was sustained, and it was courageous, and it was contagious. And that is what we have to do now. So that is the unique mission of RefuseFascism.org, to bring together all the millions, the tens of millions in this country who care about women, who care about trans people, who care about science, who care about healthcare, who care about the environment, who care about immigrants, who know that there is no such thing as being a human.
What are you guys here for?
The world is on fire in so many different ways, but me specifically, it would have to be oligarchs infiltrating our government, overthrowing it, and legislating for corporate interests and nothing else. I'm worried about everyone. I'm worried about the 99%. I'm worried about everyone's quality of life deteriorating. We're seeing it now with inflation, the price of eggs, the treatment of trans and queer people. Like, everything is being catered to the 1%, to corporate interests, and it needs to stop. I think days of democracy here are over if we're on the same path. Like, it already doesn't help to have an uneducated populace, because that in and of itself ruins democracy. But we have that, and it's enabled really oligarchy. We're dealing with oligarchy. If someone like Elon can come in and essentially buy his position in the U.S. government, then it's not a democracy. He used a legal loophole to bribe people to vote for Trump. He's bought and paid for. It comes down to a coordinated deterioration of our public educational system, which we're still continuing to see, that makes people really easy to take advantage of. Because if you're not informed, it's really easy to take advantage of you. And I think the right has done that for a very long time. And I think Trump, as a personality on the right, has only amplified that. Fascism is on the rise everywhere. But here specifically, I am protesting for the U.S. because it's my country, and I'm scared for her.
I'm here because I have grandchildren. I want them to have the rights I have. They're going away. I have granddaughters. I've been fighting for a woman's right to choose for 55 years. It was Friday. I thought Zelensky was the only leader in the room. I think that it was an ambush. So I didn't know what to do. So I called my son, one of my sons. I said, where's the protest? He said, well, there isn't really a protest today. So, but I made a sign because I could not do nothing. And I went to Fox News' offices and just stood there like alone with this phone.
Yeah, sure.
People were going, because if you don't have a voice, if you don't be willing to have a voice, then you can't complain it.
I haven't damaged any personal property, and if I did, I certainly wouldn't say so on video. But I will say that I every time I see a Cybertruck that's been spray painted or vandalized, I do smile.
Destroy every Tesla.